here and the drone's up there. But as you spotted, there are steps. So, I know these locks pull the boat forward. So I'm going to go all the way forward in the lock so the boat looks after itself. There we are, that's that. And then, what I need is I need my trusty middle rope again. Yuck. Lock walls are really messy. So, this is where you can see why the holster comes into play, because I'm carrying the rope. I don't need to carry my windlass because it's safely at my waist. Right, I'm up here. The boat's down there. So, what I'm going to do, I want the boat to stay forward, so I can catch that in the cleat on the side of the boat there. There we go. Just need to go down to the wood pile, and then need to tie the boat up. 2 turns, and then just underneath and over the top. That's known as a boater's hitch. So, I now need to close the doors at that end. Well, that was easy. So the lock's now closed. I've checked that both paddles at that end are down, so I'm not going to lose water out of the lock. And now I need to go and open the paddles at the front. Now, because I'm on my own, I'm only going to open one of them halfway until I know that the boat's not going to faff around and bang around in the lock. Right, that's that done. So the boat's sitting exactly where I want it to. The rope's nice and taut, it's not going to bang around. Even if it does, there's a big buffer on the front of the boat, and you can see these plates coming up the lock. That means that the boat can run up those really smoothly. It won't get caught on the lock gate and pull the front of the boat down. However, can you see the ledge there? That's called a sill. Coming down, you've got to make sure the boat's at the other end. If the back of your boat ends up on that sill, the boat will start to do that. And eventually this end will be underwater and you'll sink. Sinking in a lock is not a good thing. So, going up, we're okay. We can just let the boat move its way up. Going down, you've got to watch out for that sill. So, the boat's nice and well behaved, so I'm going to open the rest of the paddle now. Right, my rope's gone slack. As you can see, the weather is lovely today. There's a bit of a breeze, because actually this is quite heavy work. It takes a lot of doing. Just going to check that the front of the boat's okay. Everything seems to be fine. So I'm going to go and open the second paddle on that side, just to speed things up a bit. Being careful not to forget there's a gap in the bridge. Some locks do that. On the Llangollen Canal, that hole is here. So if you've got unwary children who's standing like this and do it quickly, you can end up getting wet. Very wet. The wrong way. Right, now I need to look at the rope again. The rope's gone slack, but as you can see, the boat's very well behaved, because I let it come to the front of the lock. It's not a problem. The boater's hitch comes off really easily. So as you can see, the bottom gates are holding the water in the lock. The water is coming from the top end and bringing the lock up to this level. So you see the boat's now nearly at the top level. If we look at the difference between the water level on the lock side and on the canal side, it's just about level. So I'm going to go and close the far paddle. Now I should be able to open this gate. Before I move, I need to put the paddle down. Now, just one last job to do. This lock has got a really long tail, as it's called, as it leads into the canal. So I'm going to move the boat forwards and just balance it just at that end so I can close the gate, jump back on. Otherwise, I'd have to moor up and head down to those mooring pins down there and then come back and close the gate. You always leave lock gates closed. So I'm just going to move the boat. Now, you can't always get away with this, but on this one you can. So that's it, from the bottom to the top on your own. A bit longer than if you've got crew, but if you're on your own, it's the only way to do it. So, safely back on board, and it's that away. See you soon.